Today I'm going to show you how I built this awesome barbecue stand to make your barbecue experience much more enjoyable. Okay, so as you see me with all the fabrication so far, I've taken this rectangular piece of plywood as a shutter ply. I've attached these two uprights on the side with some wood glue and one screw each to keep that in place. And in the middle, I've basically just found the middle of the piece of wood like that. I've drilled a hole for the middle screw and two support screws as well. Then the next thing I've done, I've obviously taken this piece of wood, rectangular piece of wood as well. I've drilled three holes in it. It's big enough for glasses or spices or whatever you want to put in there. I've rounded over the top edges just to give it a bit more of a nicer look and feel. And then four holes in one in each corner, which I'm going to attach with wood glue and screws to the top of that afterwards. So that just needs to wait first. Why I'm not attaching this yet is because the screws that attach this piece to the post is in the middle, and it's not going to be properly accessible from the top when this thing is already attached. So that's going to wait first. So the post, I've attached basically two pieces of the 1 by 2 inch lumber, and I've glued them together. They are now nice and secure. At the top, I've taken two pieces of triangular wood and attached it with wood glue and one screw each to the side of this. This is basically to support the length or the wider angle of this, just to give it a bit more support to make it a bit more stable. And that is also now secure and nice and tight. And then obviously this would be screwed onto top of it like so, You can see it from the bottom side like that, and from the top it would be attached with screws, and I'll put some wood glue in between as well. So how am I going to make the foot piece stand on the ground? Obviously this is not going to be put into the ground. This is a freestanding unit. So what did I do? I've basically taken 4 pieces of wood like this. This is basically a piece of pallet wood cut to size, and then on the end of each of these pieces of wood I've basically drilled 2 holes. So the idea is to basically attach this to the bottom side like so with wood glue and some screws, turn it, and then take the next piece, do the same with the holes like that with wood glue and screws, and then obviously you get the idea. Continue this pattern all the way around until all 4 are attached like that, and that would then be the foot piece. This would hold it nice and securely. It's not going to weigh a ton. It's mobile and it should be able to move easy. So let me get on with attaching this to the post, and thereafter the rest of the pieces to make this complete. So this is the finished result. Now, like you can see, this is nice and this is fairly stable. You can shake it a bit. Your drinks will be fairly stable on top of him. Now, the 3 holes on top at the back, let me put this out of the way first, is a nice, comfortable size to fit most glasses. Like you can see over here, it fits all the glasses fairly comfortable. Yes, as well as there's some space for some spices in the back, and then the shelf bar in front is very convenient for whatever else you want to put here. If you can put some more barbecue spices here, you can put some more barbecue accessories on here, like your fire starters and so on, or some snacks even that can also be on here. And there's a lot of comfortable space for that, so you can put some snacks, everything for the person responsible for the barbecue. Now at the bottom, you'll see that I put these dowel sticks, like you saw in the previous video, in the sides, one on each side of this post at the bottom. This is a 10mm dowel stick, and this is basically to hang whatever you want to hang here. Now, in my case, I've hung some barbecue utensils here, some grid brushes, and some tongs and a spade and all those type of things. But you can hang whatever you need to hang around your barbecue onto it. And this is once again nice and mobile. You can pick this up and simply carry it to wherever you need to be, put it down, and it stands fairly stable. Just quite nice. If you want to leave this outside, I would strongly recommend that you coat this in some sort of a weatherproof coating, whether it's an oil or a paint or something of the sort. That would be awesome. Otherwise, if you're going to leave this more indoor, you can give it a bit more of a natural feel, but I would still recommend varnishing it and giving it some form of protection. So if you do like this project, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Until next time, thank you very much, guys.